And it's now time for Africa Speaks. Welcome to the show as we look at some of the top stories today across the continent and beyond. Every October, the world marks the International Day of Girl Child, and this is to bring to light the unique challenges of the girl child and continually promote gender equality. And this year is no different. The day was marked yesterday under the theme Invest in Girls' Rights, and on the show we'll be joined later on by a human rights advocate as we have a look at some of the strides that have been made, if there are any, on the empowerment of the girls in the country and the continent. My name is Purity Museo Nzuki. Let's get started. And we begin right here in Nairobi, where the Departmental Committee on Administration of Justice and National Security is currently holding a sitting with Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kindiki on the deployment of Kenyan police to the troubled Haiti. Let's cross over live and listen in.
In terms of actual deployment, actual recruitment, actual promotion, actual transfer. And therefore, general policy statements, even on the same issues, are permissible in our interpretation, whereby policy statements that are not targeting a particular officer for transfer, promotion, recruitment at the policy level. And therefore, under Article 246, there are powers on recruitment of recruitment, promotion, transfer by the National Police Service Commission. And at the moment, issues to do with the promotions of officers up to inspectorate level have been delegated by the National Police Service Commission to be done by the Inspector General of Police. But for officers above, from superintendent and above, those promotions are our reading of both the Constitution and the National Police Service Act leads us to the interpretation that for officers from superintendent of police to senior assistant inspector general, because above that the process of recruitment for IG and DIG is different. For those senior officers, therefore, other than the IG and the DIG, the commission does the promotion, but with the recommendations of the inspector general. And for the junior officers, it's the IG using delegated instruments which are contained in the instrument of delegation by the Commission of 2015. Therefore, recruitment is a function of the Commission, but conducted by the Inspector General on delegated authority. That is the nutshell. The other issue I was asked to shed some light on is on the recent promotion of police officers. And I assume, Chair, this was in connection with the matter which was between the Inspector General and the Police Service Commission? Or am I reading the wrong?
No, yeah, but maybe before you go there, Waziri,
yeah.
I mean, if you can able to deployment, transfer, and promotion of police officers specifically serving in security operation areas. So I want us to use a little bit more emphasis.
All right, so not the general one. Now, for number one, the policy which is in place at the moment is that officers serving in special security operations are rotated every year because of the special and unique nature of the work they do. But I know there has been a delay, and I think I've explained to the committee before. The last 2 or so years there was a delay because of the election period, but I think we have made arrangements to ensure that no officer who is serving in the operation areas serves more than a year, and we are in the process of making sure that that is implemented. I think that's all what I can say on that one. In terms of promotion, I think at the moment the promotion policy is, as I have read, between the Commission and the IG. There's a way in which officers are promoted. What I think we need to look at in terms of reforms and the ongoing work of the task force on reforms is to make sure that perhaps serving in hardship or security operation areas should be able to be weighted when it comes to promotion for the officer. And I think that is something that perhaps can be built into the ongoing work on reforms. But at the moment, I know there have been hue and cry about officers who have been stagnated on one grade for long, irrespective of where they have served. And that is something that we are working on to streamline.
Right, and the conversation on whether the Kenyan security team should be sent to